It's time for another collaborative podcast that no one asked for. From the creators of Cases of Continuity, No New Friends, and Big Beautiful Dis, get ready for Creators United. And now, give it up for your hosts, Ryan, Dane, and Scott.
Welcome everybody to Creators United. Hope you guys have had a good little break. I know we have, because it's been forever.
Who are you talking to, Dane?
Myself.
Yeah, because I don't know that we actually sent the link out in any of the Discord.
We did. I'm talking to the future audience, Ryan.
Oh, there we go.
Do you not realize that you're on a podcast and when this gets uploaded later?
No, I don't know how podcasts work.
Oh, okay. I guess you think it's a
this is more concepts of a podcast.
Yeah, that's true. The voices you are hearing are Mags, Ryan. What's going on, my man? RJ.
Happy to be here. It's been about a month, so a shorter break than we normally take between these episodes.
This is true. And Mr. Scott has returned. He has joined us once again.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Scott, last time I said that on a podcast, I got chewed out. Said that on Remy's Roundtable, and the dangerous co-host got very upset at me for saying that.
Why?
Oh, we know who Scott voted for last week.
This is the same person. No, okay, hold on. I will publicly say who I voted for. Okay, Dane, let me tell you what I did on election day. I've got those permanent Christmas lights outside. They were all blue.
Oh, yeah.
Turned them all blue.
Okay.
Once Trump won, I immediately deactivated my Twitter account.
Yeah, I saw. Because I got a notification on my phone because I'm logged into the account.
I was like, I don't need to be on there anymore.
I'm very close to deactivating Twitter too.
Yeah, when I say I deactivated it, I asked my son to deactivate it because I have no idea how to.
Yeah, well, you could have asked me because I guess I'm not the social media manager anymore because I didn't do shit on that account.
Exactly.
I will say right now, I voted for RFK. No, I didn't vote for RFK.
Oh my God.
No.
Good.
Although I will say, 4 years ago on my ballot in the state that I voted in, one of the options was Kanye West.
Yeah.
Printed on the ballot.
I was very close to voting for Hawk Tua.
Oh God!
You know what? We probably would have been better with Kanye than a second Trump presidency.
Probably.
Like, let's not knock this notion of Kanye.
Kanye.
What about Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Oh, he'd have my vote.
And Kevin Hart as his VP.
I would vote for him. He legitimately do a good job.
Well, listen, I don't want to be like Disneyverse and wait 15 minutes to introduce a guest.
Sure.
Oh, hold on! Don't diss the show. When you were both on Disneyverse, I introduced you immediately.
Absolutely.
Well, I talked before. I talk before I get introduced.
But you guys definitely had like someone that wasn't in our group as a guest, and Yob said that you all waited 15 Muppet Show theme songs before you introduced them, and that's about a minute long. So
yeah. Well, we have Brenden from It Came From Disney Plus on the show. What's going on, Brenden? How are you doing?
I was just at a Muppet Vision screening and a glowing portal appeared, and I just walked through it. I'm here now.
Very cool.
Thanks for that.
Better watch Muppet Vision now before it goes away.
Yeah,
that's funny that you think Muppet. That
I don't think that.
That's hilarious that you think Muppet Vision's closing. Dane, I love how you introduced me through the podcast that has not had an episode in about 2 years.
Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
So I will say I have listened to every episode of that show. I am excitedly awaiting the next episode, but then I realized I can't complain because Cases of Continuity also has not released an episode in almost a year.
This is true.
Ryan, you're so funny because if you start a podcast, you have to listen to every episode. You can't just start on the recent episodes. How much does your therapy cost you nowadays? I'm just kidding.
After listening to all of Remy's Roundtable, it has to be very high cost.
$1 million per session.
Yeah. So we just got through Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
I hope everyone had a good Halloween. Getting ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas here. Holiday specials. I know we kind of all do them. I know Parents Night Out now does kind of a Halloween recap and a Thanksgiving and Christmas recap. I know me and Disneyverse, we do like themed topics for the holiday we're gonna be coming up. Um, I don't know what it came from Disney Plus does. I don't know if they watch
They don't do
holiday movies.
any
They don't do
episodes.
anything. They take a year-long break, I guess.
We're I'm
I
actually
like taking the summer off.
Cover a Muppet Christmas Carol. No, already did I do Muppet Christmas
You
Carol?
did Muppet Christmas Carol, yeah.
Okay, I know it was on the list of stuff I really wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about doing Disney Channel Christmas specials, like old Disney Channel specials. Sweet Life with Zack and
Like
Cody
Santa Buddies.
Stuff. Oh, we're not watching the Santa Buddies movie. We are not. Those are banned. I dislike them.
So bad that they're banned from a
It's not that I don't like the dogs. The CGI mouths just bother me.
That's fair. Scott, how do you go about holiday specials? Like what are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know what's funny is we didn't really do, like last year we definitely did a Halloween special. Like this is the first year that we didn't do a Halloween special, and a lot of it is just I'm so scatterbrained and the switching of the days recording and all that, and now we're essentially recording a week before the episode comes out, if you think about it, because the episode comes out Sunday night and we're recording Monday for the next week. So like the timing was a little bit off, plus the name change and all that. And honestly, like I've kind of run out of ideas.
There's only so many that you
run
can
out
do.
of top 10 lists and different topics. I guess like at this point, because I think in years past I put a lot of pressure on us and a lot of pressure on myself to deliver this Halloween special or these Christmas specials, for the entire month, and it gets a little bit exhausting and it definitely speeds up the burnout level. So I think if a topic that surrounds that holiday should happen to come up, then that's what I'm going to do. Like, I don't know that I'm going to do anything themed anymore, but if a topic arises, and I think there will be some more topics this year just because the show's changed a little bit. I'm definitely going to lean in more to Hanukkah this year because we've had that new element of adding Sarah, and we did a Hanukkah episode last year. I definitely want to kind of lean into that a little bit more because, look, we do make some jokes surrounding stereotypes on our show, and I also want to show that, like, hey, we are not hateful people. We embrace everybody's differences, and let's celebrate Hanukkah, not make fun of it,
not destroy it.
I feel like it should be said. I feel like maybe you've probably said this on this podcast before. Making a podcast is not easy. It's scheduling you, especially for stuff like this, where you want guests on, you have to have multiple people on. It gets to the point where you don't want to do solo episodes because nobody would listen to that. Nobody would listen to you yapping about some 20-year-old movie for an hour. Like maybe they would, but it's just more fun having somebody else to talk to. And during the holiday season, I think a lot of people are so busy, it's hard to get an episode scheduled.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's hard to get this show scheduled on non-holiday seasons. So
I can definitely relate. I mean, Dane and I had a conversation just yesterday through text about Thanksgiving episodes. There's only so many Thanksgiving topics out there.
Right.
So,
I thought you were going to say the conversation about booting Scott out of the show. I was like, keep that quiet for now, Ryan.
Oh, I second that notion.
Replace him with me.
That's an option.
Done.
That's an option. So
wait. I can't. Otherwise, Scott's gonna come up behind me if I take that.
So I know for Big Beautiful Diz, it's become a thing during the holiday videos or the Halloween videos. I dress up. It's someone new every year, and it has nothing to do with what the topic is about. So this year I did the Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack, the Let's Examine the Song. And I dressed up as Paul Stanley from Kiss.
Nice.
And then last year I did the HHN. Alice Cooper had something to do with HHN because he had houses, but it's stuff that has nothing to do. It's just funny costumes. And then for the Christmas videos, about the whole month of December, I have the Christmas tree up on the desk, And then for the actual Christmas video, then I wear a holiday sweatshirt, your ugly Christmas sweater with the Christmas tree. So that's just like I lightly celebrate it like that. And then of course the topics of the actual holidays, besides Thanksgiving, I will do stuff on the holidays. So like Christmas, there was a Christmas video. Halloween, there's a spooky kind of topic. Thanksgiving's tough because there's not a lot you can do. What are you going to do? Like the history of turkey? Like, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is basically the only thing you can do for Thanksgiving. There's not a lot.
And Liberty Tree Tavern.
Liberty Tree Tavern. That's true too. Yeah, Christmas, there's a lot more options. Christmas you can do a lot with. You can do top 10 lists. You can do the history of the Santa Claus movies, like the Disneyverse is doing. You can do the history of.
Yeah, there is nothing you can do for Thanksgiving. I mean, there's really not.
Honestly, I think there's more options for President's Day than Thanksgiving.
You're not wrong.
That's true, actually. You're right.
You could talk about National Treasure for President's Day. That counts.
That's true too. Yeah, Max is right here. There's a lot more options for President's Day than Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's
such a nothing holiday. Honestly, you just eat. It's just a holiday of eating. That's it. That's all it is.
Mike Tyson is walking into his locker room right now wearing an Iron Mike Tyson jacket. It is so badass.
Wait, is he the actor from The Hangover?
Yes, that is it. He's an actor just randomly boxing.
Yeah. He's like
an
Jake
actor
Paul.
boxing a YouTuber.
That went into
weird.
That
does make sense though.
Boxing, yeah. Hangover and then Mike Tyson Mysteries. Love his acting career.
Star of the video game Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
That's true. It's a good game.
It's what inspired him to become a boxer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really, really cool.
Yeah, for his role in the video games, he actually became the greatest boxer of all time. For Space Jam, Michael Jordan played, what was it, 9-10 seasons in the NBA to prepare for his role so he could play with Bugs Bunny.
That's the same thing as Brendan Fraser. He actually spent 9 to 10 years in Egypt eating sand to prepare his role for him.
Yeah. Well, Brendan Fraser actually became Canadian for his Dudley Do-Right role.
Oh yeah.
Did you know LeBron James? He ended up having a son to prepare for one of the most embarrassing drafts in NBA history.
Did you know
that's true? He made his own team.
After Brendan Fraser put on all the weight to be in The Whale, he then became a co-host of 2 podcasts, his and No New Friends podcast. He does this really cool Cliff's Notes thing at the end of No New Friends podcast. I do have a question. I don't know if this is like the question portion, but
yeah, sure.
If you were a girl, do you think you'd be conservative or a slut?
What?
I was told last week that I am girl coded, apparently.
Girl coded.
Is this replacing RJ question?
I'd be a slut.
Okay. How about you, RJ? What's your answer?
I feel like there's no good answer here, honestly.
There might be. Never know.
I will respond with an RJ question, actually.
Okay.
Okay.
If we consider that a woodchuck can chuck a certain amount of wood, would you travel to Utah and live among the Mormon population of Utah for 5 years if it meant that you could save Taiwan from total destruction?
The Mormons are still into polygamy, right?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Well, I mean, if I'm saving a whole country, you have to say yeah, right? Because you're saving people. It's going to be a yes from me.
I don't care about the saving the country.
It is worth noting, Dane, now that you've said that, this podcast cannot be released in China.
Oh. Well, it's already banned, probably.
You're not wrong.
If you had like, the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Okay.
Would you use the sports almanac, the Grace Sports Almanac?
Oh,
1,000%. 1,000%.
Absolutely.
If it risked making the future dystopian.
Okay, I know. Here's the loophole.
Ooh.
Okay, here's the loophole.
Yeah.
So if I am going back in time from the year 2024, okay, and I buy this sports almanac that's wait, that wouldn't work. Never mind.
You would have to go.
Well, would I be Biff in this situation? Would I be like ruling the dystopian future? Or would I just be like a dude?
In theory.
That had money.
In theory, yes.
In this situation, I think
I still would.
I would probably try to stop 9/11.
That's a really good point.
In theory, you could actually do
because
that.
If we're going by Back to the Future logic in that case, then it wouldn't affect the future negatively.
Yeah.
Although
probably means that John Kerry becomes president in 2004.
Jim Carrey becomes president in 2004.
So
he was close, honestly.
Ryan, here's my issue with if you go back in time to stop 9/11, then you would never need to go back in time to stop 9/11.
Exactly.
So therefore,
this version of me ceases to exist.
Yeah, it would.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think with the almanac, if I go back and I buy an almanac, if I don't start using it right away, I start using it in like the distant past. So like if I leave 2024 and I go back to 2000, if I don't start using it till 2022, then I really can't alter that much.
No.
I'm only altering 2 years.
I mean,
so my kids are already born. I've already met my wife. Like the podcast has already started. My existence doesn't change that much.
Yeah.
I do it. Mags would do. I'd prevent 9/11, but I'd also go back and prevent Disney from closing extraterrestrial alien.
I think there's other.
In theory, you could do all these things if you had the sports almanac.
Hey Scott, would you stop Pearl Harbor?
Ooh.
No, I wouldn't stop any.
He was alive when Pearl Harbor
Stop
was.
it.
He didn't, so the answer is no.
I've seen way too many movies that saving Kennedy was really bad for the country.
Nothing good ever happens to the Kennedys.
Probably less civil rights gets passed under Johnson if JFK survives.
It's so weird. Any movie where someone goes back in time and saves Kennedy, the alternate future is way worse.
There's movies about this.
Well, the TV show that you told us about,
11/22/63 on Hulu.
No. So that one, but also the time warp one, where they jump into someone else's body, and then there was the X on the ground with the 1-star review that said it was underwhelming.
Yes.
My buddy actually went to the X on the ground not too long ago. He's telling me about it. It's crazy.
I was about to be like, no, Max, I don't think that's what Rocky Horror Picture Show's about. I don't think it's about...
They do the time warp and go back in time to save Kennedy.
All right, but wouldn't that have made that movie a little bit better? It's a good movie, but wouldn't it have made it a little bit better?
If there
and then they can do the whole Hot Patootie rock and roll song with JFK.
JFK was the sweet transvestite. Yeah, that would be a banger movie.
Instead of that guy who looks like Jack Black.
Who looks like Jack Black in Rocky Horror? Oh, Meatloaf?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Josh Gad?
He does look like Jack Black.
Hold on. The guy that looks like Jack Black.
Meatloaf does look like Jack Black in that movie.
Shows some respect.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Did recently die.
Yeah, Meat does look like Jack Black in that movie. He's right.
I mean, he does, but it's not just the guy.
I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, Meatloaf.
One could argue that Jack Black looks like
Meatloaf.
I would say Jack Black looks like
Meatloaf. If Scott would refer to Jack Black, actually would reverse the names for if he's trying to identify something.
Blackjack. If you go to the casino,
I call him Jack African American.
Yeah, Jack actually looks like Steve from Minecraft.
He does.
I have never played the Minecraft.
Is anyone going to see the Minecraft movie? Is that a must see for anyone?
I want to see Wicked.
Oh, you want to see that movie?
I do want to see Wicked.
I think you're the only person that wants
willingly want to see. I mean, Wicked might be worth it just for. I
think the Target commercial is going to be better than the actual movie.
Honora was really good.
Honora was fantastic. That was a good movie.
I want to see that movie with Hugh Grant where he misquotes, where he tries to sound like Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott, what is your opinion on the Kardashians?
I'm
Heretic.
I'm indifferent.
movie.
I don't really pay attention to the Kardashians. I think
Thing.
it's fascinating that so many people do. But yeah, I don't really pay attention. But I do
Would you vote a Kardashian to be president?
No.
No.
over Trump, yes.
No.
Over Trump, yes, but
Yeah,
yes.
over Trump, yeah. But
all right, I've got a question. I'm glad we brought this up. I think all of us are pretty liberal here.
Okay, yeah.
If you guys could prevent Donald Trump from becoming president, but you had to engage another man in oral sex for 14 minutes, would you do it?
Okay. I have two questions. First, why 14 minutes?
exactly why 14.
That's the number I picked.
Okay.
In
Second,
honor of
do you
14th
get to
President
pick the
Franklin Pierce.
Yes, there you go.
yeah. Do you get to pick the man?
Yes.
Or is it assigned? You get to pick him?
Yes.
Who are
Okay,
you
then
choosing,
yeah,
Dane?
absolutely. Chris Yob. 100%. That's an
Can
easy question. That's an easy answer.
Okay, to
kidding
clarify
me?
that second question, does it have to be realistic or can it be anybody?
Any dude.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm still picking Chris Yob, honestly.
Okay.
How about you, RJ? Which one are you getting friend zoned by? Or who are you pleasuring to get Donald Trump out of office?
I don't know that I would, because you know what?
Why are you
Here's the- we talked
homophobic?
Why are you homophobic?
Because I think that this will force the Democratic Party to become better. That's why.
Okay.
That's a very good point.
Interesting.
Thank you, Brenden.
All right, I want to play a little game. Okay, so we obviously
Scott likes the idea of pleasuring men, so he's gonna...
we obviously agree that I think we are all aligned in the way we voted, and we don't have to reveal that.
I think so.
But I want to see at what point, how low of a human would we have to go for you to actually vote for Donald Trump instead of this human? Okay, so I'll name a person, and you versus Trump, and you tell me whether there's.
I like this. No, I like this. Okay.
Okay,
right.
so we'll start with some curveballs. Howard Stern.
Yeah, I'd vote for Howard easily.
I would vote for Stern.
Okay.
Wait, is it Howard Stern now or
Howard Stern at his worst?
Oh, his worst.
Can someone clarify what his worst?
Yeah, probably yes. Yeah, because he still had
early 90s
decent political views. Yeah, I would still, yeah.
He wasn't a borderline egotistical maniac.
Okay. Let's make it a little bit more difficult. Caitlyn Jenner or Donald Trump?
Oh God.
Actually, I think Caitlyn Jenner might be more anti-transgender than Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Trump's at least like she has the brain power to actually do stuff. Like
Here's the thing about Trump. It's honestly it's more concerning this time around because of the people he's putting in his cabinet.
That's true.
That's what concerns me. So
I heard that he named Casey Anthony the Department of Children and Families.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he did.
I believe that case ended in the parking lot for Universal.
Like, right?
This is a tough question, dude. Just based on the people alone, I think I'd probably go Trump, honestly.
Really? So Trump over Jenner?
Because I don't like Jenner.
Honestly,
okay. I was honest when I said I legitimately believe Caitlyn Jenner is more
Caitlyn Jenner is a horrible person.
Trump is.
Yeah.
I think I would go Trump as well.
Wow. Okay. Well, this didn't take long at all. I was trying to see how close we could get to Adolf Hitler. That was my target. They are the same person.
There's no difference.
Trying to be the same people.
If you could pick one celebrity, not that has recently passed away, a celebrity that was not alive in your lifetime, to bring back, just to meet, who would it be?
John F. Kennedy.
It doesn't have to be like a Hollywood actor or anything. It can just be somebody famous.
To meet?
Yeah.
Probably Walt Disney.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Walt Disney or Freddie Mercury. For obvious reasons.
Maybe Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, just to get him on the show, get him an interview.
I would go with Jesus Christ because whether or not he's legit, it's gonna turn the world into complete pandemonium.
Oh yeah, that would.
Jesus Christ is alive in our hearts.
He returns.
Yeah, that would probably cause society to implode.
Completely.
Well, if he came and then also arrived back, that's the end of the world.
Well, it would also, if he came back, it would prove that he's actually a real person.
Yes,
so everyone.
I'm changing my vote. Jeffrey Epstein.
We all forgot about one big celebrity.
Well, I already said Jesus is my answer, so
I changed my answer to Jeffrey Epstein.
I say God
or Aaron Hernandez.
I would go back.
Oh my God! Okay,
Aladar from Dinosaur.
Bring him back.
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney's still alive.
He's still alive.
No, he died in a car crash.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, you're right. And every night during Live and Let Die when the fireworks go off.
I would bring back Alex Trebek.
Ooh, good answer. Good answer.
I vote for Alex Trebek for president.
Yeah.
He was Canadian, but I would still vote him for president.
Yeah.
The U.S.
President of Canada. There you go. There's about to be a horrible person. There might be a horrible person in office there too. So you got him and Alex in there. Give us during his speeches. He just give us trivia questions.
Ryan Reynolds is Canadian.
Ryan Reynolds. He could be.
Who would you vote for president of Canada between Alex Trebek if he were still alive and Ryan Reynolds?
Ooh, those are good.
Now, Alex Trebek because he has more experience. He's older.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Yeah,
and I think he's smarter.
Yeah, way smarter.
But Ryan Reynolds is his VP.
And then he would appoint Ellen DeGeneres as one of his cabinet members, and Albert Einstein, and Stupid Judy.
Does Canada have a president or is it a prime minister?
Trudeau.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Is it Trudeau?
No, it's a prime minister, y'all. It's not a president.
Oh, okay. All I know is that
all right. How old?
Justin
Trudeau was born on Christmas Day. How old do we think Justin Trudeau is currently?
46.
All right.
What's the age limit on Canadian prime ministers?
All right. Brenden says 48. What do you say, Dane?
What's the age limit on prime ministers?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
He's old enough that at one point in his life, blackface was acceptable.
So then everything's wrong with your answer, then, my man.
Well, this is Canada. Blackface was allowed a lot longer in Canada.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You're right. 60.
Ooh, Brenden was the closest. He is 52.
Wow. Okay.
And how tall do you think Justin Trudeau is?
6'2".
Scott, right on the money.
No,
he knows his
All right, wait, Scott. I'm going to give you another world leader. See if you can guess their height.
This is great.
6,000 feet tall.
6,000.
All right, we're going to go with the Prime Minister of the UK, Keir Starmer.
Is that the guy that looks like Donald Trump?
No, you're thinking Boris Johnson.
That was Boris.
No, I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is.
All right, what's a world leader that you? Oh, Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu.
Oh,
God, he's like 84.
Yeah, he's old.
No, not the age, out of the height. You know the height.
Oh,
this episode could be.
He's 5'6".
5'11".
Oh, close.
5'7".
No, he is 6 foot.
Oh, wow. I wasn't close.
75 years old.
This episode's going to be banned in several countries.
We're already banned in several countries. It's okay.
All right, we're going to end with one more.
4 people that were going to listen are not going to listen anymore.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
AOC.
Age and height.
She's young.
She's young. I'm going to say 36.
I'm going to say 38.
35.
Right on the money at 35.
Nice.
And how tall is AOC?
With or without the heels?
Without.
5'3".
5'1".
Brenden says 5'4".
Yeah.
Brenden is correct. 5'4" is correct.
Nice.
How did I guess that?
Yeah, y'all are very, very good at this game.
We are.
Now I feel we have to go back and forth across the aisle here. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh
wow.
It's got to be fair.
She's young too.
I'm going to say she's 52.
I'm going to say she's 54.
I'm going young. I'm going to go 46.
That was the closest. She's 50.
And I'm going to say she's 6'1". I think she's pretty tall.
I'm going to say she's 5'9".
She's like Big Bird.
She's like Big Bird.
She probably has gigantic feet.
Yeah.
And she probably has a penis too.
6 foot.
She
6 foot.
She has raptor claws.
She's 5'3".
Oh,
she has an IMDb page, and on eBay I found a 63-inch tall life-size cardboard cutout of Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh,
how much?
My God.
How much?
$43.95.
That's a good price. That's a good price. I'll put that in the description if anybody wants to.
Dude, go ahead and put the link in the chat here.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm interested in that actually. When's It Came from Disney Plus coming back?
This month.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
If none of our computers get blocked very soon.
So it's a year hiatus.
The hiatus was mostly because college.
That's fair.
Yeah, very
a bunch
fair.
Of other stuff. But
what's your favorite class this semester?
Probably my biology lab. My teacher's awesome.
Oh, nice. But you taking any chemistry classes?
No, I have a math disability, so I cannot do math.
Mr. White, we need to cook, Mr. White.
If the FBI does come to my gate, if I just stand on a sloped roof, they won't be able to
put the Christmas lights red, Scott.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What's the movie, Brenden?
It's not a show. It's Beyond Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Beyond the Glass. I was like, brother,
that did not come from Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, your last one was Five Nights at Freddy's,
which is not on Disney Plus, but
not a good movie.
Actually, officially the 1-year anniversary of that episode about a week ago. Pretty exciting.
It's not a good movie.
1 year ago.
I did not watch it.
It's not good. Brenden, what is your favorite bad movie?
My favorite bad movie is Mac and Me.
Ah,
Mac
nice.
And what is that? I have
good
no idea.
choice.
It's a movie about this little alien.
Scene
have you ever seen
Conan?
Oh,
yeah, it's Mystery Science Theater, isn't it?
No, it's not. I don't. Did Mystery Science Theater cover Mac and Me?
I know that. Mac and Me is outdated. It's very insensitive to watch that movie.
And it was intended to be an advertisement for McDonald's.
Yeah, it was made by McDonald's.
Yes, but you're not allowed to say alien anymore. It's 2024.
We're about to be living in Trump's 2025.
Right. It's only acceptable to call them an undocumented person.
Oh, is E.T. undocumented?
Yes, he's an undocumented person.
Oh, they're gonna have
How do you know that, Scott?
Superman, undocumented person.
Yeah,
Scott's seen his legal papers.
What about Star-Lord?
Ooh.
No, Star-Lord was.
He was born in the United States.
Born in the U.S. Dual citizenship.
Yeah, he's good.
No, I was born in Missouri. That's on Earth.
I was waiting for the Missouri joke to come. Dane, what's your opinions of the? What's your opinion of the Blacks, the Blackhawks, the Blackhawks?
The what?
From Chicago, the Blackhawks.
John, you might want to rephrase that.
I thought you said something else in honor of the
hockey team
abbreviation
the Chicago hockey team. I don't know anything about hockey. Yeah, it's the hockey team. I have no opinion. I don't
like
what about the people?
Oh, the people. Okay, this is a completely different question. I like the Blackhawks.
Good for you.
Yeah, I like them.
Scott could be asking about the players, to be fair, of that team.
He could. I should have. Brenden, you should have said that before I answered it, because I should have said, I should have looked up the roster and then gave my opinion that I have no idea about.
By the way, Dane, you could have signed up for fantasy hockey. You still have that opportunity.
I don't know anything about hockey, man.
Chris doesn't either. That's why we were going to do it. We thought it'd be so funny for all of us who know nothing about hockey to play fantasy hockey.
Just come into the Disneyverse fantasy football. No one knows what they're doing in there.
I just like the Blackhawks.
The team?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys,
not the Native American tribe?
What hockey team are you a fan
of? I'm not, but more like Lightning and maybe the Rangers.
I'm surprised that you're not a Florida Panthers fan, right?
I don't like things that come out of South Florida.
Oh, that's the Miami team, isn't it?
Especially the Cubans.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Cigars. The cigars. I don't like the cigars.
The sandwiches?
The sandwich.
Oh, I do like Cuban sandwiches.
All right, guys.
What is your favorite sandwich? Go, everybody.
Cuban sandwich.
Ham and cheese.
Publix chicken tender subs.
BLT for me.
Solid.
I do
All
like
solid
Reuben's
sandwiches.
too.
Yeah,
I like a
all
good
solid
club.
sandwiches.
Here's the big question that we'll all get canceled for. What's your favorite state and what's your worst state?
Oh, okay, easy. Favorite state, Maryland. Least favorite
Really?
state, Texas. Yeah.
Okay.
Favorite state for me? Oh, I've been to a lot of great cities.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So that's a very tough question for me to answer. Maybe Massachusetts.
I gotta
Maybe
agree
because I
with
like Boston.
Yeah.
Maybe Rhode Island.
I'll say Pennsylvania for my favorite state because it's just
Oh.
beautiful.
That's a good
Yes,
one.
it is.
And least favorite's got to be I hate to say it, but Florida. I hate being here.
Wow.
The theme parks are fine, but everything else
Theme
not so
parks are
much.
good.
Okay.
My least favorite, I can only judge states that I've been to. If it was one I hadn't been to, I'd probably say Montana. If you're going to be useless, don't take up too much space. But
Yeah.
if it has to be a state that I've been to, maybe Arkansas.
We should ask Remy this question because he'd probably say Florida, even though
Yeah.
Florida
He would probably say Beijing.
Yeah, probably.
Mine are very easy. My favorite is New York, and then there's a three-way tie for my least favorite: Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin.
Okay, that's fair.
They ruined our lives.
I won't argue with that.
Yeah. I don't like them very much. So speaking of
Michigan
Asian
is
people,
beautiful this time of year, though.
yeah, whatever. Speaking of Asian people, what's your stance on the Korean War and its influence on the Holocaust?
Oh, so wait, what? The Korean War happened after the Holocaust.
Question from the audience.
Yeah, the Korean War
I
was
can't.
after.
The Korean War did not influence the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Is it racist to say ching chang chung if you're describing the sound of pans falling down the steps?
I would say no, because you're describing something that is not a racial with racial intent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're saying it in response to something making a loud noise. You're not
Like a sound
saying
that's
it
being
somebody.
made, yeah.
You're not saying it in this discriminatory way to somebody else.
Right. Now, what if after that sound is heard, you say, "Oh, I went to high school with him."
Okay, now that's different because
That's
in
racist.
in that statement you are stating him, implying a person that you knew in the past time. So you are describing somebody, you are saying that they made that sound, and that sound is usually stereotypical for somebody that you are trying to describe maybe. So in that state, that would be racist. Now if that person you are describing is not the stereotypical person that usually would be in racist saying that you said about the pans, then you're all good because you're describing somebody that is not considered racist, in my opinion. You know what I mean? If you describe, let's say you describe Scott that way, you know, you should be all good. You shouldn't really do that in general because it's kind of a bad thing to do. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
because Scott is usually not the stereotypical person to be making those noises, and because Scott is Scott and I don't really like him, that is not a racist statement. Now, if I would be saying something like that to somebody, you shouldn't really be doing that. That would be considered racist in my opinion.
Here's a big question for all of you that actually I think has validity to it. How do you think the death of Harambe affected the timeline?
Massive.
Screwed up everything.
Yeah, it was all downhill from there.
Literally, you can pinpoint the death of Harambe is the exact around the exact time everything started to go to shit.
Yeah.
I will be heading to the Harambe Memorial likely within the next year.
Nice. I think that I share this sentiment with other people, but I have a feeling that black people during slavery and Jews during the Holocaust beg to differ that the death of Harambe was the turning point where everything started to go bad.
What's your opinion on the Boston Tea Party?
They wasted all that tea.
They
wasted all that.
I think it was very irresponsible.
It's British cheese, so it's
you
not
pay
that
the tariffs. Pay the tariff.
What is your opinion on Charlemagne?
I thought she was a great singer.
Is this are you talking about the former Holy Roman Empire, Mags?
No, not the Holy Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Emperor.
Oh. Oh, did I say empire? Yeah, I meant emperor.
He was the whole empire, man. He was like Chris Yob. He was a whole empire.
How old was Charlemagne?
Did you guys?
How old would Charlemagne be today? Birthday cake for Charlemagne.
So did you guys ever realize that there are no black people in the Jetsons?
Oh my!
I've never seen the show.
Yeah. So real quick,
I'm not racist, so I didn't watch the show.
what is everybody's favorite Hanna-Barbera show, and why is it the Jetsons?
Scooby-Doo.
Oh, dude, Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is better than the Jetsons.
I've never watched Hanna-Barbera.
And you can't make the same claim about Scooby-Doo. Was pretty diverse in its cast, even its earlier.
Scooby-Doo was ahead of its time. There was a lesbian couple.
Yeah.
Two stoners, very liberal.
Scooby-Doo was very ahead of its time, yeah.
I mean, 2000 and what was it? Like, when did The Witch's Ghost come out? 1998, 99?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo and The Witch's Ghost. When did that come out?
99.
Yeah, 1999. We had our first lesbian rock band on TV.
Really?
Lesbian rock bands
that everybody knew about.
That everybody knew about. The Hex Girls are canonical.
My personal favorite Scooby-Doo special came out in 2014. It's called Scooby-Doo and Kiss Rock and Roll Mystery.
Oh no!
Speaking of like Hanna-Barbera, right? They also did the Flintstones. So Scott,
yeah,
what is your favorite dinosaur?
Triceratops.
Oof.
Okay.
It's very
not what I expected to hear from you, but that's not a bad answer.
What did you think I was going to say?
Just not what I expected from you. I don't know. You don't seem like a Triceratops guy.
Yeah, I think like every kid's favorite dinosaur was the Triceratops, and I don't know why, but yeah, I love the Triceratops. I thought it was the coolest dinosaur.
And yeah, they're cool. I mean,
what was really neat, sorry, real talk instead of all this other nonsense. When I worked at Universal, I got to be the supervisor for a Triceratops encounter before it went away.
Wow.
I got to work with the dinosaurs, and they were so cool. They felt really neat. Their horns were cool. It was so real, so freaking realistic.
See, Scott, my favorite dinosaur is you.
All right. This is completely irrelevant to all we just said. What's the
everything is irrelevant to what we just
said.
said.
Everything is
excluding Superstar Limo. What is the worst extinct Disney attraction, and what is the best extinct Disney attraction?
Body Wars.
The worst is World of Motion, and the best is Creating Command.
Oh, Horizons was way worse than World of Motion.
Whoa,
huh?
Whoa. You cannot just say that.
And I stand by that opinion.
I liked World of Motion. I love the old shitty Disney rides. They're some of my favorites, especially the Epcot shitty rides. I loved World of Motion. I loved Horizons. The worst. This is a tough one. Because I feel like they only got rid of good rides.
I know you wrote that.
Dane is gonna be shocked hearing this coming from me. But Lights, Wonders, Action is the worst extinct Disney attraction.
Wow, that's a hot take.
I would not say that that's the worst.
I would say the old version of Country Bears Jamboree.
Nothing will ever compare to Waterworld. Waterworld is the best theme park.
Yes.
Magic Journeys.
That is the worst.
Yeah.
I
agree. No, I agree. I agree. Magic Journeys. 100%.
But the best attraction for me has to be Extraterrestrial Alien Encounter.
Alien Encounter was really good. Alien Encounter is really good.
I would go with the Great Movie Ride.
Ooh. Ellen's Energy Adventure. I'm kidding.
We just did a whole episode on Ellen's Energy Adventure. That was a fun episode. We went through all three. We did OG Universe of Energy, which was really boring. Ellen's, and then we went through Cosmic Rewind, which was super fun.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, before we end here,
I do have a favorite dinosaur that I wanted to discuss real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So, it's a genus of the Rabacusaurid sauropod dinosaur. Lived during the middle of the Cretaceous period. about
What is it called?
115 to 105 million years ago.
What is it called, Scott? Can you say
the Nigersaurus.
Okay.
It's a real thing.
No, it's
I
a
saw
real
it on the
dinosaur.
internet.
Is it actually?
Nigersaurus.
Oh my God.
It's a real.
What does it look like?
Wait, it was in Jurassic World. Hold on. Wait.
The Nigersaurus?
Yeah.
See? What's real?
There, there's officially licensed merch.
Yeah.
Scott, how about you? What's happening on the Scott? Not the Scott show. Parent Night Out.
Probably an intervention, Ryan.
Yeah, probably. I think one of your hosts needs to be sat down and talked to after this one. I think one of your hosts can't be on Into the Disneyverse this week.
You know,
He's not.
A lot about parenting.
The Song of the South episode.
A lot about parenting. A lot about that kind of stuff. Speaking of parenting, the Nigersaurus does, in fact, he can keep it in. In fact, they're known to breed very frequently.
He can't keep it in, I guess.
Well, you keep it in long enough.
Nope, not at all. Mags, what's coming up on Disney first?
Well, our most recent episode that we had was on the Universe of Energy, Ellen's Energy Adventure, and Cosmic Rewind. Super fun episode, one of the most history-dense episodes we've done, which was super, super neat. After that, we talk about the first ever films that Walt Disney made. So we talk about the Laugh-O-Grams and the Alice comedies and the Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, all very, very interesting to see where Walt Disney started. And then from there, we're heading to our Thanksgiving episode on Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and Walt Disney properties in that parade. Alex did an incredible job with that episode. I mean, it was a super fun episode all around, but Alex especially really was the star of that episode. He was at his funniest. Honestly, such a must-listen episode, in my opinion. Plus, we had Niels.
Absolutely. Yeah, Sneals. Where did RJ get he had the tissue on tap for the Sneals joke? Where did that come from?
It was that good, man. Brenden, what can we look forward to on it came from Disney Plus?
Well, you can look forward to season 4 finishing off with 2 more episodes and the return of the show in 2025.
Beautiful.
I'm also working on some stuff for a new project I'm working on, which I guess I can hint at that filming in the parks is very difficult.
Yes.
It's
I agree.
Grueling process.
What is Scott listening to? That's what I want to. He's listening to the new season of it came from Disney.
Came from Disney Plus.
He's ahead.
This came from Netflix, actually.
Oh, okay.
Brenden,
you do stuff on YouTube, right? With the SeaWorld history?
Yeah, I'm still working on some projects for that. I don't fully own that right now.
Yeah.
It's multiple people working on it. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sir Willow on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm working with him on a project, which is super fun.
Cool. He's a cool.
But I'm starting something else aside from SeaWorld history, which is going to be focusing on the Disney Universal, just theme parks in general, which will be exciting.
Very good. Very cool. And everyone's information is going to be in the description. And
address and your social security number.
Yeah, leave that in the comments.
Yeah, we should leave it as a poll. So, with every possible social security number, and then we see which one is yours. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
One has like 27 votes. Oh, wait a minute.
And with that, Scott, we love you.
Love you guys.